right, and then I kind of promised you a little bit of a bonus section here too. I wanted to talk about how to safely get down on the floor and how to safely get back up and discuss fall recovery a little bit here too. Okay, so watch this section here. Okay, so in terms of getting down safely, if we were going to get all the way down onto the floor, this would be the best way to do it, okay? We're going to be here. Remember the thing we were just doing, okay? Think about keeping your feet wide, okay? Your hands are down. This is assuming you're just using the floor, okay? The floor here, what we need to do is bring a knee down, right? This foot can be as wide as you want. Put the knee down, okay? Then walk your hands back until you can drop to this hip. And then you're safely down, okay? So I'm going to go through that again, and then we'll talk about easier ways to get up, okay? So same thing getting down. We're going to go here, and this time I'm going to go onto my left hip, just so you can see the other side, okay? So we're here. I'm going to keep my feet really wide. The wider I have my feet, I don't have to go as low. If I keep my feet really close together, I got to go a lot further down. If I keep my feet really wide, I'm a lot closer to the ground already, okay? So on this one, and your balance is better. It's better because it's more spread apart, okay? So we're here. If I'm going to get down onto my left hip in this case, I'm going to go here. I'm going to drop down to my left knee if I can, okay? Everything can be wide, okay? And then I'm going to drop down onto my left hip, and then you're safely down on the ground. Okay, so we just talked about how to get on the ground, and now we got to talk about how to get safely back up. Okay, so let's talk about the easiest way to get back up. Okay, so what we should do first is focus on getting to the knees. Okay, so we're here. If we're here, depending, it doesn't matter what we're doing, what we should do is try to get to the knees first before we stand. Okay, that's going to be the easiest, most biomechanically efficient way to stand up. Okay, so we're here. Okay, so we need to get to our knees. So it's going to be the same process. What I'm going to do is just kind of tuck my knee in, and everyone knows how to get to their knees naturally, but I'm going to demonstrate, obviously. Okay, we're just going to roll. Just roll it onto your knees. Okay, we're going to bring your hands over, bring this foot over, roll onto your knees. If you're on this side, okay, we need to bring this leg over, right? Keep your hands here, and roll up onto your knees. Okay, so once we're onto our knees, we got a good foundation for standing up. Okay, so I'm going to show you the best ways to stand up if you're on the ground with nothing to use. Then I'm going to show you how to use the bench we started with. Okay, I'll show you how to use some other things in order to get up. Okay, so we're here. All right, so if I'm on the ground and I'm having trouble getting up, it's going to be most difficult for me to get up if I just lift this leg and try to stand. That actually takes quite a bit of strength, okay? So if your strength is not that good, obviously when you're a little bit younger, you can just pop back up. But if you've taken a hard fall or something like that, or you're a little bit injured, getting up might not be that easy, okay? So learning some technique to getting up can make a huge difference. Okay, so here's what we're going to do. Watch this. And it's very similar to the exercise we just did. Okay, so we're starting on our knees. Here's the easiest way to get back up. Okay, we're here. Okay. Hands in knee position. Okay, so we're here. Remember, your 4 table legs. We got a table leg, a table leg, a table leg, and a table leg. Okay, so we're going to use all of them very efficiently here. Okay, so what I want you to do, it doesn't matter which leg you start with. I think I naturally will go up with my left leg first. Okay, so I'm over there. Okay, so what I'm going to do here, I'm going to keep my hands spread apart. The closer my knees and hands are, the more unstable I am. So spread your hands apart. Spread your feet apart to start. So my knees are apart, my hands are apart. That's a great stability position to start with. Okay, so from there, let's work on getting up. Okay, so we're here. Bring a leg out. Step 1. Okay? Bring your hands to the middle. Okay, now what I'm going to do is instead of just trying to stand off of this back leg, why don't I make it a lot easier? Now, I'm going to bring my weight over my left hand, and I'm just going to straighten my back leg. Now watch this, okay? Straighten the back leg. I didn't have to push up at all, okay? I just went like here. So I went from here to here to here. Now I'm going to push my weight over my leg till my leg is straight. Now watch. Rotate back. And stand up. Let's do it again, okay? We're getting down. Let's go down the right way, okay? We're here. We're wide. Down on the knee. We're down. Now let's get back up, okay? We're here. Throw this foot over. Come onto your knees, okay? we're here. I'm going to demonstrate with my left leg and then I'll demonstrate with the right. Okay, so we're working on this. Let's get this foot out. Make sure your heel is down. Okay, that's the only position we have. You don't want to have your toe up. Your pressure is going to come better from your heel. So heel is down, however far you have to put this leg out. Okay, so we started here. Foot is out. I'm going to bring my hand in between my legs here. Okay, I'm going to bring my other hand in a little closer. I got to straighten this back leg, so all I'm going to do is push my head over my hands, straighten, rotate back, walk your hands in, and stand. I'll do that once quickly, and then I'll do it with the other leg. Okay, so we're here. Okay, let's get up safe. We're coming up. Okay, so quickly, it would look like this. Boom. And you're standing. Okay, so let's do it with the other side. Okay, so let's come down. Okay, so we're sitting on that one. Now let's try the other side. Okay, so just so you know what how it looks from the other angle. Okay, so we're here. Same thing, get really wide to start. Okay, the wider the better. Okay, so we're here. This leg is out. Okay, this arm's coming in. Okay, all I want to do is straighten this leg without having to really use it. Okay, straighten the leg, walk back up. If you need to, walk up your body, and you're standing. All right, so we talked about how to get off the floor without using anything around. Okay, just getting off the floor, just using open space. Okay, now if you've just taken a hard fall, you may find that to be an impossible task. Okay, so if you find a situation where you've fallen on the floor and you can't get yourself back up using the techniques we just went over, you're going to have to use a chair or a couch or something stable to get up in. So I'm going to show you a couple techniques you can use. Okay, so we're going to use the bench that we started with for our sit and stand exercise. Okay, so on this one, okay, so if I just took a hard fall, if I'm going to move my way through the room to get to that bench, the most important thing I have to do is get to my hands and knees. Okay, I have to get to my hands and knees. Okay, so same technique we would use if possible, and then we're going to walk to that bench over there. Okay, hands and knees, real slow. Assume that you've taken a fall and you can't get up normally. Okay, so we're using this bench. I'm going to show you exactly how to do it. We're going to do it with the left hip and then with the right. I'll show you what it looks like. Okay, so we're going to crawl to the bench. Okay, now mistake number one would be if we tried to just stand up like that, just to stand up front. Okay, if we stand up frontally like this, it's actually taking a lot of strength, and if you have damage to your leg, that's probably not going to be very possible. I'm going to show you the easiest way to get yourself off the floor using a bench, and then we're going to use the chair. Okay, so this is what it's going to look like. I'm going to approach the bench, I'll show you how to approach it, and I'll show you the easiest way to get up in the whole world. Okay, so we're going to go this way, we're walking in. Okay, I'm going to put my body all the way against this bench. I'm going to turn my body to the side. Okay, now my left hip is in contact with the bench. My left hip is in contact with the bench. Okay, what I'm going to do is I'm going to hold on here with my upper body. I need contact here, and then I'm going to bring my right leg out. Just enough so I can push my body in this direction towards the bench. Okay, so if you can see me from the side here, watch what this looks like. Okay, so I'm not pushing up, I'm pushing into the bench. All I want to do is get my body onto this bench. It's going to be about a 3-inch lift. Watch this. I'm using this leg, minimal strength, and my upper body at the same time. Watch. Push. You're on the bench. Suddenly you're sitting down. Much better position than the floor, okay? So let's look at that from the other side, just using my right side. You can stay there, okay? I'm just going to show you what it looks like from the other side. I'm going to re-demonstrate with my left, and then I'll show you what it looks like from the right. So I'm going to crawl in again. Okay, we're here. Okay, bring your body to the side. Try to bring your arms up straight. I'm pushing up onto the bench in a diagonal manner. Okay, just like that. Stay right there. I'm just gonna turn, and I'm gonna have my back towards you for just a second here. Okay, and keep in mind, there's another really great way of getting down onto the floor. If you have trouble getting onto the floor just in the open, you can use a bench or something to get down too. Keep in mind, if I'm this close to the floor, I can use my arms bring my foot out. And quickly come down onto the floor. Okay, so let's look at that fall recovery technique again, and let's look at it from the right-hand side. Okay, so I just took a fall, I got to my knees, I'm heading for this bench, and then I'm gonna show you a couple of other secrets here. Okay, so let's do this. All right, so we're heading here. If let's say my right leg was damaged, okay, and I couldn't push off of this right leg, but I probably could push off of my left. Okay, so this one, we'd probably be turned the other way. Okay, so let's go the other direction. Okay, so I'm gonna come into the bench, and now I'm going to be turning towards the other direction. Okay, so now my right hip's going to be touching. I need contact here. Bring your hands down. We're pushing down on the bench with your upper body. Take your left leg out, and now we're pushing into the bench. We're just pushing this way. We're not pushing up. We're pushing out. And then you're coming to a seated position on the bench. Okay, so before we use the chair as an example, just another example you can use at home, keep in mind, whatever you go to stand on, just make sure that it's stable. So I wanted to show you a really quick trick. Okay, so same thing. This is a fall recovery trick, but it might come in handy. Okay, so watch this. Okay, same bench we just started with. Watch this. Okay, so we're going to walk in. Now, if you go to stand on something and the only thing you have in the room, let's say it's a chair or something not very stable. If you go to pull yourself up on something that's not stable, it might slide out from under you. But watch this trick. Okay, watch this. If you're here and it's light enough to slide, keep pushing it to something stable. I have the counter right there. Watch this. Okay, I'm here. Think of this. Now, this is an emergency situation, right? But watch this. Okay, we're pushing. You can make really small pushes. Assume you've been injured here. Okay, push. Okay, so now this is stable. Now I can push against this. I might move it in a little further so the table legs are there. Okay, so now this is stable and it's not going to fall. So that would be a way of doing that. Okay, so then I just move a little closer, come to the same position, and push myself back up onto the bench. All right, and I wanted to demonstrate the same fall recovery movement in a chair, just so it looks a little more natural to what you might have in your house. I don't know. Okay, so saying we're going to be using a chair in this case. Okay, so we're going to be coming up. Okay, and same idea. I would bring my hip to the side of the chair, and I would push myself in. The same thing would go for a couch or a chair or any kind of a sofa that you have. The same thing would work both ways, okay? We would approach. I mean, at this point, you're almost into the chair already. One leg goes out, your upper body does most of the work. A little push, and you're into the chair. Same thing from the other side, and then we're going to be done. Okay, so here. Okay. If we went in from the other side, we would keep this hip in contact here. If it's sliding, push it over, right? Okay. Get this out. Push up and in, and you're up.